Now, let's talk about the structure. How have we organized ourselves as CULF to deliver all our programs? Now, we have created the structure called think tanks. So these are basically community based cells um, called think tanks. These think tanks, um, they have a leadership of four. They are led by four individuals. So the first individual who leads the pack is a project manager. We are going with the approach of project management because all our programs, though they are huge, but to dice them into smaller pieces that are manageable, we then create projects, one project at a time in a community. Um, that is the approach. So, to see to it that these programs live in a community and they are delivered, we then need a project manager to lead the pack. And then for continuity, to ensure continuity, then every project manager must have his or her project assistant manager. So every project manager will have an assistant just to ensure there is proper continuity, succession. If one is not there on the ground, one is there, and they basically co-lead. The one just assists the other. So, and then the other two are made of um, the fund manager. For every project to be executed successfully, it needs to have its budget. So, project budget, and also it needs project funding. So, um, to do the costing literally of how much would it cost to do this project within that community. So it will be then a role of the fund manager to develop the budget and be able to manage it and report on it, um, and also then raise it. That is then the mandate. And then the other element in the team of four is then project administration. So obviously we need proper paperwork, accountability, coordination, and communication of all the efforts of each of the think tanks in an area. So for that role, we then need a project administrator who would then keep tabs of all the knowledge, the resources available to that think tank in that area. So that would be a number of people in the area that are actually wanting to be involved in a think tank and who wants to help out and build that community together. Uh, so you'll keep tabs of the human resources and communicate from time to time events that are planned by the think tank, create the plan for the think tank, all the programs, the projects under those programs, when and where are things happening, and all of that elements of running um, the administrative side of this project. So that is the leadership structure of a think tank. Obviously, we want a think tank in every single community. So if you look at South Africa, we are structured such that we would go as far as having municipalities. We've got over 200 municipalities across the different provinces of our nation. Therefore, we would like to first have a think tank in each basically community, in each local municipality on the ground, that will see that it grows its presence and it grows its resources and assets through those communities within that local municipalities, through those local towns, villages, to those townships, suburbs, all of that structure. So we would like to have the maximum amount of people of our nation impacted and get involved in building the nation. So if you want to mobilize and involve all our citizens to contribute and do something, then we need to be there with them on the floor, on the ground, to be able to communicate and engage them and use their potentials and their talents to help build a strong nation. And that is the idea of the think tank.